Welcome to the dark side of YouTube, where we listen to the echoes from the dark to uncover the mysterious, the strange and unusual, unsolved mysteries. Subscribe for more echoes from the dark. In today's episode, I'm bringing you 3 creepy, unexplained mysteries. Stories that have left people searching for answers and questioning what's really out there. Stay with me and try not to get spooked. If you're alone right now, you might want to turn the lights on.
In 2011, a family living in a quiet neighborhood in Gary, Indiana, began experiencing things they couldn't explain. At first, it didn't seem like much. Footsteps, slow and heavy, echoing through the house late at night, doors creaking open when no one was there. Shadows, moving just out of sight. The family tried to ignore it, telling themselves it was just an old house, settling. But the activity didn't stop. It grew stronger, more aggressive. The mother claimed she would hear whispers, low and distant, calling her name from empty rooms. Sometimes, she said it sounded like someone standing right behind her, watching. Then the children began to change. They complained about dark figures standing in their rooms at night, staring at them from the corners. One of them said the figure had red eyes. Another refused to sleep, claiming something would sit on the bed, pressing down, making it hard to breathe. But what happened next is what made people start paying attention. The children began acting in ways no one could explain. Their voices would change, becoming deeper, distorted, like something else was speaking through them. Their eyes would roll back, and they would speak words that didn't make sense. At times, they became violent, lashing out at anyone near them. Concerned for their safety, the family sought help. Doctors, social workers, even police became involved. And that's when the story took a darker turn. Multiple witnesses reported things they couldn't explain. One account claimed a child was seen walking backward, up a wall, as if gravity didn't apply. Not climbing, not falling, walking. Those who witnessed it were left shaken, unable to explain what they had just seen. Investigators who entered the home described a heavy feeling, like something pressing down on them. Some refused to go back inside. Others said they felt like they were being watched, even when they were alone. The family eventually left the house, desperate to escape whatever was inside. But even after they were gone, the story didn't end. The house gained a reputation. Some who entered later claimed the same feelings, the same unease, the same sense that something was still there, watching, waiting. To this day, people argue over what really happened in that home. Some say it was all in their minds. Others believe something dark had taken hold, something that didn't want them to leave. So the question is, was it fear, imagination, or was there truly something inside that house that refused to let them go? Number 2, in Japan. At the base of Mount Fuji, there's a forest that many refuse to enter alone. It's called Aokigahara Forest, but most people know it by another name, the Suicide Forest. From the outside, it looks peaceful, dense trees, quiet paths. But the moment you step inside, something changes. The air feels heavier. The sound disappears. No birds, no wind, no movement, just silence. An unnatural silence that makes even experienced hikers uneasy. People who have entered the forest say it's easy to lose your sense of direction. Compasses stop working properly, phones lose signal, and the deeper you go, the harder it becomes to find your way back. But that's not what makes this place truly disturbing. It's what people claim to hear. Some visitors report footsteps following behind them, only to turn around and find nothing there. Others say they hear whispers, faint at first, like someone calling from deep within the trees. Sometimes the voices sound familiar, like a friend, a family member, even someone who's no longer alive, calling out, asking them to come closer, guiding them deeper into the forest. Some who've made it out say they felt like they were being watched the entire time, like something was just beyond the trees, keeping pace with them, staying out of sight, waiting. Search teams who enter the forest regularly to look for missing persons have reported similar feelings. They mark their paths with tape, just to make sure they can find their way back. Because without it, people have been known to wander in circles for hours, or worse, not come out at all. What makes it even more unsettling is how quiet the forest really is. The dense trees block out wind, sound, even light. So when something breaks that silence, a twig snapping, a whisper, a distant movement, it feels amplified, like it shouldn't be there. To this day, some believe the forest is simply disorienting, playing tricks on the mind, but others believe something darker is at work, something that draws people in, something that doesn't want them to leave. So the question is, if you were standing alone in that forest, and you heard your name being called from the darkness, would you follow it, or would you run? Number 3. Late one night, a man was walking alone through the streets of New York City. The kind of night where everything feels just a little too quiet. No cars, no voices, just the sound of his own footsteps echoing off the empty buildings. That's when he noticed someone in the distance. A figure standing under a dim streetlight. At first, it didn't seem unusual. Just another person out late. But as he got closer, something felt off. The way the man was standing, the way he moved. It didn't feel natural. Then he saw his face. The man was smiling. Not a normal smile. Not friendly. Not human. It was wide, stretched, almost too wide for his face. And he wasn't just standing there. He was dancing, slowly, awkwardly, shifting from side to side, like he was moving to music that wasn't there. His arms hung loose, his movements jerky, unnatural, like something pretending to act human. The witness slowed down, unsure of what he was looking at. Every instinct told him something wasn't right. Then suddenly, the man stopped mid-movement and turned directly toward him. That smile never faded, not even for a second. They locked eyes, and in that moment, everything felt wrong. The man didn't blink, didn't speak, didn't react like a normal person would. He just stared, smiling. Then, slowly, he began walking toward him, step by step, calm, deliberate, like he had all the time in the world. The witness froze, heart pounding, every part of him screaming to run. But his body wouldn't move. The man kept getting closer, still smiling, still staring, not saying a word, just walking. Then, without warning, he stopped again, turned, and walked off into the darkness, disappearing between the buildings like he was never there. The street went quiet again, like nothing had happened. But the feeling didn't go away. The witness later shared his experience online, and that's when things got even stranger. Others came forward, claiming they had seen the same man, different cities, different nights, always alone, always silent, always smiling. Some said he stood in the distance, just watching. Others claimed he followed or chased them, just close enough to be seen, but never caught. And every story describes the same thing. That smile, unnatural, unmoving, wrong. To this day, no one knows who or what the smiling man really is. No explanation, no identity, just stories that keep appearing over and over again. So the question is, if you were walking alone and saw him standing there in the dark, smiling, would you keep walking, or would you turn around before it's too late?
If you made it this far, remember, the dark doesn't forget, it echoes. Like, subscribe, because we're just getting started. Until next time, stay spooky.